Well, 2 for 1 today, unfortunately my good man. A 2 for 1 whose rewards are the pills of modern medicine that is one of the rare ways that allow us to rest in our line of work. The Great Race of Yith and the Flying Polyps, whose history are so linked that I thought it more academic to include it into linked recordings. The Great Race of Yith are an intelligent extraterrestrial race whose psychic abilities allows their consciousness to travel through time and bodies. In fact, their original forms are unknown. They of course lived on Yith originally, which was a dying planet, and when the world was about to be destroyed, they transferred their consciousness to another race. This race resided on Earth. They were tall, cone-shaped beings whose bodies moved by an expansion and contraction of a rubbery layer at the bottom end of their cone. The top end ended with 4 appendages, which could stretch up to 10 feet, 2 of which were pincer claws, which they used for communication by clicking and scraping them along. And after their takeover, the telepathic powers of the Yith. A third ending with 3 trumpet-like organs, which we deduced could be the organ used for feeding, and the 4th is head. There was a spherical yellow thing with 3 eyes, protruding flower-like ears, and green tentacles that dangled beneath its head. The new bodies did not reproduce or had sexes, but did so by spores, and even then, not often, as the creatures were very long-lived. 500 million years into their takeover, for whatever reason they came into conflict with the Flying Polyps, who we will talk about now in detail. The Flying Polyps were at first defeated by energy weapons by the Great Race. Details of the Flying Polyps show that they came to Earth from other planets during the Cryogenian period, 750 million years ago. An amorphous race which composed of matter that is only partly of our world, a reason why they often lapse in and out of sight. But reliably, they do have a shrill whistling sound they make when they are around. They have no eyes as far as we know, and are powerful creatures able to pierce material obstructions with their bodies. Although they have no wings, they can fly, and speculation is they do so by controlling the wind. On land, they have 5-toed radial feet of considerable size that they use for possible locomotion. Their great advantage in combat comes in the fact that they can't be hurt by most conventional weapons, and are best dealt with by weapons of electrical energy. Intelligence-wise, we have little on them, as the Great Race of Yith were unable to even tap into the minds of these creatures. For whatever reason, they built black cities made of basalt towers and expanded their territory, but were unable to colonize the oceans when they combated the Elder Things and lost. As noted above, at first, the Great Race of Yith used energy weapons to defeat the Polyps, and this drove them underground. Not needing light, they prospered in the eternally dark caves, and with an amassing of numbers, they were able to win and annihilate the Great Race in a series of wars. The wars won, the Polyps returned to the caverns as it suited them more, and over time, and unknown, and thank heavens whatever reason, their numbers started to wane, and they died out. That being said, our society does have rare sightings of what could be Polyps in basalt cities that have been discovered underground. So do not take it as any of these cosmic horrors are assured to be gone, and take proper precautions, my friend. So that is the Flying Polyps. Next time we continue with the entities known haughtily as the Great Race of Yith, whose psychic and time-traveling abilities makes them just another reason to never want to close your eyes, as you will learn. Till next word.